Hello people, welcome to my channel. If you're coming across my channel for the very first time, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you for your support. So the question that is always being asked is, do you believe in 50-50 financial relationship? Well, in today's conversation, we'll be listening to ladies sharing their take on this issue of 50-50. So you will be watching. Please share views on this issue. Would you do a 50-50 relationship with your man or your husband? So let's jump into the video and I will be back. Please don't go away because at the end of the videos, I will leave my own comment. So let's roll the videos.
Going 50-50 with a man in a healthy relationship doesn't exist. And this is going to be so controversial, but let's fucking do it. A man that is willing to go 50-50 with a woman is a man that still yet doesn't have the intention of being a financial provider. When a man says, I want my woman to provide for herself while still expecting her to raise his children, he's basically saying, I want my wife to be half of the man for me while still being all of the woman. This is an unbalanced equation of the feminine and masculine dynamic. When the woman is working to provide the other 50% while raising children, it will put her on survival mode and she cannot fulfill her divine purpose as a mother to carry, nurture, and raise her children to be the highest reflection of their father. And then men say, I will not provide for you, I will not marry you, and I will not lead you. But I will fuck you, and if you get pregnant, we'll figure it out with no plan because I'm a man that lacks intention. This is why we have so many broken families and our communities are degrading. The masculine energy in our society is weak. It's why so many women have daddy issues. There's no real discipline, no focus, and no leadership from men anymore. At least not many. Instead, society wants to push women to be more masculine instead of providing the masculine support needed to uplift and protect their feminine essence.
Do not settle for a 50-50 man. I swear to you, you will pay for it for the rest of your life if you do. First of all, let me just say how wonderful it is to date a man with a provider mindset. My man makes me feel so taken care of, safe, and protected, like he would never let anything ever happen to me. He knows that I can cover my own tab and pay for my own things, but he wants to, without expecting anything in return. For my man, who I'd consider high value, my sincere gratitude and warm smile is all that he needs. He has told me that my happiness is the most important thing to him and that seeing me happy makes him happy. I don't think that saying happy wife equals happy life came out of thin air. When women are able to show up as relaxed, satisfied, and happy, this feeds back to everyone around them. And when I feel taken care of, I want to give back and make sure that all of his needs are also met. Now, let's put the present aside and talk about what's at stake in the future. I am someone who thinks about the future very often, and I have a clear vision on what I want my future to look like. I don't know about you girls, but I eventually want to start a family with my partner. So it's only natural that I want to date a competent man who has the emotional and financial capacity to become my husband someday. No one should dismiss the fact that being a wife and a mother is a full-time job. If I have a choice, I don't want to have to worry about going back to work quickly after I give birth to make ends meet. I don't want to take full responsibility for childcare and household management and also half of the income. It isn't fair to be all of the women and half of the man. Also, realize that pregnancy is not 50-50. He can't put in 50% in carrying the child, giving birth, and breastfeeding. However, he could show up in different ways and at least take charge of the finances. It's really attractive when your man is able to say, don't worry, let me take care of it. I got you, baby. Whenever he sees you struggling, that's the man you want in your life. You know, we only have one life to live, girl, so live it to the fullest. I know it sucks, but comb through all of the scrubs while dating, then end up with a nasty divorce. The divorce rate in the US is 50%, and the top 3 reasons are money, sex, and children. I don't want that for myself, and I don't want that for you. I know that there are a lot of men that just want to tear down women and abuse women. I'm sure we'll see some of them in my comment section. But know that there are also a lot of men who don't care about your job and want to provide and treat you well.
If y'all are going 50-50, if y'all are going 50-50 or a man asks you to go 50-50, he doesn't think you're the type of woman that he needs to impress. It also means that he thinks you're desperate enough to go for that because he thinks he's the prize. That means he does not feel that you're the type of woman that he needs to go all out for, to impress, to lay down the red carpet for. So therefore, he's basically insulting you. Okay. So remember that. And if you are stuck in a 50-50 relationship, You know, the best way to help yourself is definitely to level up as far as what you look like, how you dress, how you carry yourself, and all that. And start requiring more, start asking for more, start doing less, and giving him more responsibility financially. And see what he's going to do. See if he really likes going to start arguing about, you know, him doing more. Because if he really loves you and he wants to keep you, he's going to pay them bills. Okay.
My whole issue with the 50-50 debate is that for most women, going 50-50 in a relationship is just a straight out scam. Because the thing is, studies have shown repeatedly that men don't go 50-50 when it comes to childcare or housework. That's majority still handled by women. And maybe it would be because, you know, women are primarily homemakers or stay-at-home moms, but that's just not the truth, because majority of women, 70% of women, actually also work outside the home. So the thing is, women are working outside of the home just like men, but then are coming home and doing majority of the child work and the housework, and then also expected to contribute financially equally. And it just doesn't really make sense. Like, what are women getting out of that? It seems like guys are getting, you know, 50% of the income taken care of, and then also coming home and not having to do anything at all, or having to do like a significantly reduced amount considering what their wives and girlfriends are doing. And that just strikes me as very unfair, because if you want a traditional wife, a traditional girlfriend, you also have to be a traditional provider. But they're not, you know? And it just feels like such a chronically online take, because none of the men I've ever met in real life have ever had an argument about this. They've never like told me like, oh yeah, I want you to take care of 50%. This is an online thing, and it's a scam. They're just trying to scam you into paying more and doing the same.
If you are in a relationship with a man and you're going 50-50 on the bills, that is your roommate. These men be wanting women to be submissive to them, but they don't want to take the role of being a man and being a provider. And since you're going 50-50 on the bills, next caller.
Well, having watched the ladies stand on this issue, what is your opinion? Kindly share your opinion in the comment section below. All these ladies are on the right track. Either you were raised traditionally or biblically. It is the job for the man to provide. My duty is just to submit. That's what the Bible says. And do the house duties. If I'm working or doing business, then I decide to contribute to the bills, then I'm doing it voluntarily. 50-50 will not work, because that's your job and responsibility as a man. To the women, I'm not saying that you need to do nothing. No. Have something to do or have your own money. But 50-50 on bills, it's a no. If you want me to go 50-50, then everything we need to do, it's 50-50. I mean everything. House chores, taking care of children. But in short, we cannot do 50-50 because I have period pains. Do men do this? No. And I have 9 months pregnancy. Do men do this? No. Worse off, I give birth and breastfeed. Do men do all this? Then where do the 50-50 comes from? Nowhere. Anyway, I would love to hear what you think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for being part of the conversation. See you in the next video. Stay safe.